Well, seconds are everything in an emergency, but could a city-county 911 merger really impact that? News Channel 15's Matt McCutcheon brings us the heated response to a meeting on that important topic.
Well, this wall you see right behind me is really all that separates the city 911 operations from the county 911 operations. The same technology is already in place, so the issue remains, is it more than just taking down this wall?
This should be torn up and you should start all over.
Those feelings from Allen County Sheriff Ken Freeze were echoed at today's meeting. He isn't fired up about the idea of a merger, but instead the way the new call center would likely operate.
I believe there'll be delays in place throughout this process, that some 911 calls either won't get answered or there'll be a delay in place, that somebody won't get the help they need when they need it.
Mayor Tom Henry feels differently.
You don't have transfer from the county to the city, and that lapse of seconds can mean life and death, and that's what I'm talking about. You can't put a price tag on that.
Sheriff Freeze says cross operations already exist, saying county dispatchers often answer spillover city calls.
That information is gathered just as if they were a call taker sitting in the same room with them. Information is gathered, sent over to city dispatch, then they transfer the 911 call.
They don't need to do that, though, under this projected model. They can just go right to it and then go directly. They don't need to transfer.
It'll be the same thing.
I respectfully disagree with the sheriff.
It will be exactly the same thing, it's just there's no wall in between them.
Now, there won't really be a difference in cost if the two merge, but at issue is if time savings can really be proved in this new method. Now, the mayor said he would sign off on that proposal and urge the commissioners to do so, saying the city's police and fire chief also agree the commissioners could vote on that by Friday. Now, this all comes just 2 weeks after former city 911 director Tina Taviano was removed from that position. The mayor said that's purely ironic. As we first reported Friday, she was reassigned to a short-term role in the city controller's office. She has a business degree from 1982, years of public safety work, and a brief stint in education. Yet Mayor Tom Henry told me she'll work as a consultant, offering software support for the finance and HR divisions of the city.
How specifically is that possible, though, given the fact that her training is sort of in public safety, not necessarily...
Well, she's also an educator, and she has a master's degree, so it hasn't all been in public safety.
But what about some people who say, well, maybe she's not the most qualified for that position, someone else may...
That's my call. I made that call.
Despite that call, the city still isn't releasing why they reassigned Taviano. Now, she's expected to be in that new role for no more than 6 months. Meanwhile, we have more on that 911 proposal over on our website at wayne.com. Matt McCutcheon, News Channel 15.